I don't know what that was. Hello. Good morning. I forgot to mute my phone. There we go. Who's Bandola Fox? Yeah, totally. The Eldritch horror out. Jokes on you. I'm always an Eldritch horror. Why are YouTube giving me a... What's that? Giving me a warning. Shut up, YouTube. But yeah. Good morning, everyone. As you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, or if you were here yesterday, my throat is acting up, so if I cough or if my voice gets weird at some point, you know why. Good thing I don't really talk that much during cutscenes and all that. This game uses like too much of my attention. But yeah, it's my throat. It's something. It's something, alright. I took one of those like candy thingies because I was coughing a lot, like after showering. I don't know why the shower just like activated my cough response. So I took one of those. It's good now. It's manageable. I might get another one later if I need to. But yeah, it is what it is. It is the consequences of my own actions. It is what I get for sleeping with the AC at max. But I mean, it was hot. It was very hot. So it was either that or die. If this is Final Fantasy, why is it 16? It's never been final. I mean, I think it's pretty well known why it's called Final Fantasy. It's one of those video game history things. For the alliteration, of course. Exactly. But yeah, I have my controller here, and the game is open. It's called Final Fantasy. Has like 20 sequels. Do you guys? I mean, genuine question. Do you guys know why it's called Final Fantasy? I thought it was like a common knowledge thing by this point. It's Torgal and friends. Yep. Nope. OPC, you don't know? Yep. So Bates, they are trying to finish but always fail. It is called Final Fantasy because when they made the first game, the company, I think back then was still just Square. Well, Lamp stole my thunder. Thank you, Lamp. But I was gonna tell the story, but Lamp did it for me. But yeah, that's basically why. The company was like on the verge of collapse. So they were like, we're gonna do our last game, you know, and we're gonna go out with a bang. So they made Final Fantasy. And then the game actually saved them. It was so good that they didn't die. And they just stuck with the name since then, I guess. But yeah, that's why it's called Final Fantasy, for those that did not know. Where is my... Sorry, I got distracted. Where are my buttons? Whoa! So there is a reason. But yeah, they basically were like, okay, this is our final game, you know, let's go out with a bang, and instead of... And they actually did something like, you know, pretty good. I mean, they did Final Fantasy 1. And people were like, wow, this game is good. And here they are now, still going. I see no transforming Doge. Oh, we're gonna jump into that to see your transforming Doge. Hopefully we'll get to see your transforming Doge today. Or know why Torgal transforms. What's up, Otto?
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is.
Hello?
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Hello?
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
Why is she called Mid?
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
Is this Sid's daughter?
This time.
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, she's definitely Sid's daughter.
Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on.
Who is this? I don't know, new
It's a
character.
fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
But I'm convinced it's Sid's daughter.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
Clive just leaves.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
And you can tell Leafbag has not been... has not done his homework. Sid is dead. I'm sorry that you have to find out this way, but Sid died like 3 streams ago. Let's see. Yeah, Telamon. Mid-adult Telamon. It's definitely Sid's daughter. Because Sid was Sidolphus Telamon. Student of engineering at the University of Canberra. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar in the Twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in service of the Hideaway. I don't know, Sid was from a place with weird names. Like I said, his name was actually Sidolphus. Everyone just called him Sid. And now this girl is called Midadol. She's definitely this game's Sid since he's dead. I guess. We lost Sid, and now his daughter showed up. His daughter that we only found out, like, right before he died. We found out that he had a daughter, because she wasn't around back then. This is the first time she shows up.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Wow.
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
I love her accent.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Hello, crew. Hope I didn't miss too much. Hey, Panzer! No, I'm just starting. Just jump into the game. Like how everyone behaved like she was always around. I mean, clearly she has visited before, from what they said. I think you can get away with by doing a 5-year time skip, I guess. She does have Sid's noise? Really? You noticed that? I'm always so bad at
Jill looked white as a sheet when they put it.
catching like facial features on people. Hey, Karen.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
List of materials. The noxious vapors that spill from the cracks around a certain door in Sidolphus Telamon's Deadland hideaway will sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who strays too close. Combining every ingredient on this list will no doubt produce a similar result.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Aww. So she's the one that did like the filters and all that so everyone could drink.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Sketches of ineffable devices seemingly drawn from the pages of a mad alchemist's notebook. And a list of the equally exotic alloys from which such things are smithed. Do
you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And mids, no doubt.
As one may expect from a Sith, no matter their name.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
They were like, oh, we're gonna kill off Sid, but we can't leave the game without a Sid. Let's give Sid a daughter, and then the daughter will show up once he's dead.
Do with a good oiling, this could.
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
So we go to Martha's Rest. There. Make sure the daughter is cute, obviously. Obviously. I mean, Sid was... Sheesh! So I'm not surprised his daughter is also beautiful. Hey, Martha!
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Fast trial line mercenary story. Bold of you to assume there is an open world to travel in this game. Wait, where is that? Oh, he's all the way over there. Alright. Woohoo! Makes me remember my Witcher 3 walkthrough without fast travel was really fun until scaling. Yeah, I usually avoid fast traveling games. Wait, there was something there. Hey, Torgal. What's this? A chronolith?
Straight home now.
Alright. Okay, let's get rid of these beasts. What's this?
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway.
Why is there one here?
Doesn't seem to be working though.
Wait, so what was the point of that then? Game? Explain yourself. Alright then. Be that way.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's the rock that I use for like training and whatnot. Except that I never use it. But that's what it's for. You can fight enemies and things in there. Hey, my man!
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
It's a weird Chocobo theme because there's no Chocobo theme. It's just a song. You just place the jingle at the start when you mount it.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Oh.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
Say no more, my man.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
They're legally obligated to have one. My lawyers will hear of this. Good luck.
This shouldn't take long.
Another one. Oh, now I have a bigger limit break bar. Nice. And yeah, the damage numbers popping like all over the screen. It's so satisfying. Wow. Ooh, nice. Woohoo! Nice. The poor wildlife. It's fine. If the wildlife didn't want to be beaten on for several minutes, it should have considered dying sooner. So true. You're so right. What causes blight? We don't know.
You made short work of that lot.
Apparently the
Thank you,
crystals.
son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
See ya, Leaf. Thank you for dropping by.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Yo, look at this. Do you guys recognize this? But yeah, basically what causes the blight. Initially we didn't know, it was just something that was spreading. But according to Sid and like his research, it's actually the big crystals that are drawing the ether from the land and causing the blight. Which is why we're destroying them. Rip Vivi. Yep.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
But they were on for a while. Yeah. It's just probably, I assume, when people started like using them more.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Like, the blight is not something entirely new. Like, it's been around for a while, it's just that now it's spreading like closer and closer to like the actual lands where people live.
Alright, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant! Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
I love her accent. That's like kind of Scottish accent, isn't it? Or am I completely wrong? But yeah, the theory that Sid had is that since like people have been using the crystals more and more also, and there's more people
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
British hideout, yep. That's why it's been causing the blight to like spread faster. Because also remember the big crystals, people mine those to actually get like the small crystals to use the little magic that they use. Because they use magic for everything. They're completely unable to do things like normal people. Now they use magic to light their cigarettes, to turn on their lights, to fill their cups of water.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins.
Ooh,
the curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Whoa, Torgal! We can always count on Torgal. The Dragon's Eyrie, it said here. Now where to?
Slavers don't even...
No, Torgal is not the bad guy. I trust Torgal with my life. Even if he can transform into a weird animal for some reason.
Straight home now.
Hey guys, you all good here?
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Oh, it's like right here. Wow. That's so far.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Woohoo! Look at all those numbers.
Nice try.
All right. I can break it before it hits. I can break it before it hits. Hell yeah. Now die, probably. Hell yeah!
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Whew. Report to Doris. Wait, where is she? Ah, over there.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Hello, Doris.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
No.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
Oh wow, you came here
It's good
fast.
to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Whew. The weight of command. Alright, and now there's one in the infirmary, but there's also... Oh, do I have new thingies?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything
Yes!
promised?
A prayer for safe travels. They say it is your men who keep the roads free of beast and bandit. As one whose livelihood is reliant on safe passage from market to market, my chocobos and I thank you. A concerned carabineer. Woo!
You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Rewards.
Ah, Clive.
Talia.
Hey,
how's
Target.
Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Are we gonna find out why my dog transforms? In my head, the canonical story of game has the protagonist doing every side quest no matter how silly. You're so right. That's the only way to play games.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodriguez.
Rodriguez?
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
He does seem desperate.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows herb lore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Let's go. Hero chance save the world in between becoming a star racer and raising an orphanage of cute animal mascots. Yeah. It's like when you play Yakuza and there's like all the gazillion side quests, like the little car, the toy car racing.
Easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Yo, raptors! Yo, they don't fall. Die already. Whoa, they throw fire. The RC cars, yeah, I love it. Clearly the most important side quest indeed. Racing toy cars against literal children.
Help me, boy.
Die. Woo, level up. Those kids had it coming.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Rodriguez?
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
I got your plants.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
A wild herb that, when brewed into an infusion, can dull the pain of a barber's blade.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
What?
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't.
Oh.
Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
But damn, we didn't know that about the brand. I thought it was just like a tattoo. And I was like, why do people die? I mean, I know it's in the face and like around the neck. And like I guess this is the kind of like the middle age kind of thing with like an infected wound will like immediately kill you.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
But yeah, it's not just like removing a tattoo. It's, there's poison underneath. What the fuck?
Jill looked white as a sheet when you brought her back.
Sorry, I'm thinking. Alright, it's a bit early, but I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go get some food. So 5-minute break, everybody. While I go get my food. I'll be right back. I'm back. And yes, I have more eggy rice. My staple weekend lunch. But yeah, I know it's slightly earlier compared to when I ate yesterday. But I was getting hungry. Probably because I moved some boxes in the morning. Oh, new things? New things?
Back, are ya? So, will it be?
Ooh.
No scratches, all right?
Can't make this yet.
Should last you a good while.
No! No!
Yeah, that should do you. Anything else?
No, that's good, thank you. Can I buy the other things from you?
Is it business or pleasure? Going purse weighing you down?
Or pleasure? Oh, but they're not as good as the ones I have, so never mind.
Finished, are you?
Alright, let's see. What did you discover about my dog?
I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive,
what theory?
I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir?
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable.
Yeah.
He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh,
wow.
Get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
The goodest of boys.
Regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Introduce yourself. Sometime later. Damn, she really made the dude work.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Woo, workshop.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
So I guessing there's nothing on the workshop yet.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Whatever you want, Queen. Torgal is a dominant god, pretty much. That's why, like, when I saw him transform, I was like, he sort of looks like Fenrir. Like the Final Fantasy XIV version. Like Fenrir? And indeed it was, kind of, but not really.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Still the best of boys, so true. Stares in silence.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
Hmm?
A guest?
Hmm? Whomst?
for your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Oh,
Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
I love him. Favorite uncle, you're my only uncle. Meanwhile, what's going on here? Two inside. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
He doesn't even speak.
The blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
How old is that kid? Too old to be behaving like that.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
What if I fight Bahamut?
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Wow!
For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Oh, he worries so much about the people.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
What's with the flower?
Prepare for battle.
All right.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Why? Because he cares about the people? Oh, look at that bitch. I hate her so much. That kid is at least like 8 years old.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
If not more.
Only one way to find out.
Why does he behave like that? You get any lore? Byron Rosfield. Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and Warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the Empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every guild of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the Empire's ire and to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flame. Vivian Ninetales. A scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetales, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Oh, so it's not her actual last name. Wait, let me go to the lore guy first, because I want to remember what was the guy that took Titan. Pretty sure he's the dude that was with the king of Walud, with Odin. I'm pretty sure it was, I think.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Let's go.
Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Oh, he had a revelation. The founder? Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sins of the Smekis, not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens. The few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows, and so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this life, if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here, he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding into the structure until the shelter had become a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breaths for his hubris. But as his estate grew, and one building became two, and two 3, the people began to slow their steps, and it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessing. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wheels, and each other. And slowly house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man will one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it. Until his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Legend of the Founder, Master Chronicler. The Continental Accord. An international pact made at the dawn of the present era in which such matters as the treatment of bearers and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the basis of much of Valistian society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. It also put in place a universal calendar, making a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. Drake's Eye, a mother crystal which stood in the frozen wastes of Northern Storm, lands now lost to the Blight. Soon after the mother first fell, the tribes of the north, in a bid of desperation, marched down into Rosaria. She was dominant at their fore. A terrible battle ensued in which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the ducal armies succeeded in driving back the invaders for a time. Krieg Loixt, the capital city of Harran, or the Iron Kingdom, located on the boiling sea island of Ironholm, several hundred leagues off the western coast of Rosaria. Its name means charred rock in the Harrani tongue. The Holy Order of Shields of the Blackened Pinion, the official name of the Order of Knights established in the Imperial Province of Rosaria, who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them. Commonly known as the Black Shields, after the color of their armor, a hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the silver-clad Dragoons. Unlike the heroic Dragoons, however, they are feared and loathed throughout the Imperial Province.
You wish to study the tomes?
I wanna see... where's the people? Gav, Tarja, Dion, Lesage... This guy! Royal Knight... This is the guy that took Titan. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's armies. Ah, so yeah. So he's with Odin, so he's against the Holy Empire. So why did he took Titan?
The door to the shelves shall
So many questions.
Tone says he's looking for books.
So many questions, so little answers. I guess we'll find out whenever we find Titan again. Now let's go see my uncle. Alrighty. Uncle!
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
He brought money.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Oh yeah?
Come here and I'll show you.
Show me the map, show me the lore.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Walud? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
True.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
You will stake my life? Excuse me?
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I love this man. I hope he does not die.
Mid's finished outfitting our little workshop, I hear.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
You just condemned him. Shut up. He'll be fine.
What's wrong, Gav?
Look at his dumpy.
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused. Especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
is the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live here?
Well, now that we've got a few gills to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend all at once, all right?
Look at the dumpy that he has. He has cake. Meanwhile, Clive has more booba though.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Where are we dropping? Oh, new area. The Velcroy Desert, northwestern Dalmatia. A vast arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dalmatia since time immemorial. He has a whole bakery. He does. The Dalmatian Republic. You come to the desert?
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
By foot? You guys are crazy.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Does my uncle fight? He does have an axe. Riddle of the Sands. Let's see the lore. And wearing those clothes, yeah. Huokupka, dominant of the Aegon Titan, warden of Earth, on learning the identity of the one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sends his forces to ransack Rosalith, capital city of Rosaria and Clive's former home. In the hope of driving him out, Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his hands in the process. But before Clive can deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is spirited away by a mysterious man from Walud. Video game logic. The Dalmatian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has its capital at Randella. Also home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Fang, inside which stands Castle Dasbog, home of Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan. Kupka, obsessed with finding Sid and exacting his revenge for the murder of Benedicta Harman, co-opted the soldiers of the realm and had them commit a series of atrocities in an attempt to flush him out of hiding. Oh yeah, he committed so many war crimes. Come on, uncle. I got some chocobos.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
It is.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Oh.
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Good old memories. Is this a trading post? Looks like it.
You deserve a rest.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
That's all. Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes.
I see. There was nothing in there. I thought it would be like an actual stop.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
I do agree. They should have a drink. Oh no, he's unhappy. A black chocobo.
Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Assassin.
Good day
Trying to
you.
listen?
Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Eagle sounds.
Pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Ooh, there's someone upstairs. Private service. Oh! Joshua? Oh. Oh, he's not good. Hey, he's just like me now. Except I'm not coughing blood.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Take your medicine. There's so many people crossing roads here. The wonders of inns.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand. I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Oh no.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Not fighting in the inn.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Is she going back down or she's going to spy?
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. But we've got business in camera that can't wait.
The whispers.
I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Everyone is leaving.
Friend.
He wasn't leaving without.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
I love him.
Take it.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Easy. I love how the bar girl was also hiding behind the bar. Like the inn girl, the server.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Oh, I love him. He's the kind of rich person I aspire to be. Alright, window it is.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
He didn't take his medicine. Bro, they should have gone downstairs. Imagine the uncle finding out that Joshua is also alive.
Clive?
No! Oh, it's gonna have the veggies to the side.
What is it now?
Uncle, you're not gonna believe this.
It's nothing. Let's go.
So close yet so far. And Torgal comes back immediately. Such a good boy.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
Certainly.
They said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before...
What? Oh no.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
I mean, yeah, she probably like owns the inn. Didn't have like exactly the same name. I really hope the uncle will leave me too.
Light it for Gilbert's sake, for a bearer.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
His charisma. Unmatched.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
But he might know something.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family.
Is it you? Hello, who are you?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
I love how everyone gives information so willingly.
Sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the doctor.
Hello, Ferda.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
That easy?
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
Who's gonna ambush me here?
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Oh well. Do you hear him laughing? Violence it is, as it tends to happen. Look at him flying. have so much money again.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss.
Whomst?
He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Oh.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
The Lock of Leisure. That's a name? The uncle's having the time of his life. Yeah, he was having a blast fighting these dudes.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Once you go flat.
Here, have a taste.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Look at all that bread. Look at all that bread.
My carpet!
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Okay, but who is he?
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
Good evening.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
Oh, I like his attitude.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
Alright, what do you
Just
want?
be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
He's so salty.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
He's so salty.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Yeah. There's more trouble in Dalamil. For the best drop in Dalamil, visit the final sting. I don't know about that. Do you need help?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
So someone is taking the crystals, I see.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
And now here.
Juiciest meat from Green's. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Wow.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Carpets have pride of place.
Wait, and where's the inn? Ah, over there.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
You never finish your phrase. Where is he? Uncle?
Let me treat you.
Oh, there were things happening there.
Huh?
Ayo? Ayo? Uncle?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
Is he trying to
One
blackmail
of
them?
the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Is he trying to bribe them? To get them to let them through?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Whatever you say, Uncle.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Oh, things will turn sour. We know that.
What was all that crashing and banging about before? The finest
fragrant herbs and spices. Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Made from the stoutest stoneware, silver platters, sweet incense, wax candles. Light it for Gilbert's sake.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Alright, Grandma. How do I get over there?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Where is the exit?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Fresh from the grill.
Uh-huh. I see. Let's go, girl. Whoa.
All right.
It's fine, they can't catch me. I think I'm going the right way. Yes, we approach our destination. Oh, this is totally not a trap.
I'll take it from here.
That totally will not break. Bless, thank you. I don't know why I got sneezes now. Yo, look at all those crystals they have. Sheesh.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Ooh.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. Now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Oh, you wish you would be able to.
It's not over yet, asshole. I'm just getting warmed up.
Need more fire punch during battle? No. We don't need those. Where's the healer? There you are. Oh, you're also a healer. Sheesh, don't you guys get tired? Where do these people keep coming from? A chocobo? Why do they bring the chocobos to fight? This is unfair. How dare they make me hurt chocobos?
You're finished.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here, wear this.
A seal?
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Oh. That terminology is always so funny to me. Of like being in bed with someone.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
You have to use that phrasing, yeah.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
You chose a snow owl. No, they're special owls. They're magic. So it's fine. Probably. Ooh, side quest.
I've never even forged a butter knife. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Usually you'd use a native bird because if someone sees a non-native bird just flying around, they'll realize it is a messenger bird. Oh no, but like these birds are everywhere. They're like used as messenger birds everywhere. And they're specifically messenger birds. Yeah, they pass thoughts. That's why he said like some weird, that's like an enchantment that they say, and they pass thoughts. So then they get to the other person and pass the thoughts, and also they're only able to be seen by the person that you meant it to send it to. So yeah, it's not like anyone will see it weird. It's just like another messenger owl around among the million that everyone uses. They're magic, as I said.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before.
Wow.
And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
That's a knife, for real, for real.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
But yeah, I think I'll stop after this. After this side quest because my throat.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Also, it's getting hot and I'm too lazy to go grab the AC. I don't have the AC right now. The one that I put like right next to me when I stream.
Hang
Because it wasn't as hot earlier.
Lubor was true to his word.
Oh.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Who else to talk to?
I'll be asking for you again.
Oh, things were happening there.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
This is the bathhouse. Kuruko Polite, what are you Kuruko Politing?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good
It
sir.
would make a fine gift
Aha.
for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different light, I'm sure.
Oh wait, no. Who else am I supposed to talk to? You said quest destination nearby. But where? Doko. Here,
Silver
you.
platters, just like they eat off in Castle Dasbog. Everything I've worked for, ruined.
Not you, no, I don't think so. Where?
Wait, incense.
Oh, there.
We can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Hunter.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter? Why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Oh.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sever had better luck than I did.
What do you sell?
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice. Fare you well.
Easy there. I already have Jill.
The finest fabrics.
Alright, my man.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully.
Mm-hmm.
No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
The other apprentice is no better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Let's go. Oh wow, she's far.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Oh, I'm not crossing through there.
Time to fight.
I'm crossing through here. No, I am not crossing through here. Oh, and I need to go through the other exit. I see. Helldiver, that's a name. All right. Oh, this is where we arrived from, isn't it? Bum, 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 bum. Where are the red chocobos, I wonder? I know there are red chocobos in this game.
You deserve a rest. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly handle you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Somewhere in the Dominican Republic.
So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Phew, phew.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
What happens if I run into this? Oh, nothing. Woo! Okay. I'm guessing it's on the other side now. Oh, it's actually where I need to go. See you on the other side.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The most fragrant herbs
needed to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Silver platters, hanging lanterns, keep it up.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
Oh no.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
We storm the castle, that's a plan. Okay, yeah, but I was coming here.
Should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
I was coming here for the side quest, man. You didn't have to go all dramatic on me. The water looks so pretty, the color of the water.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be in.
Sweet incense, wak wak candle.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fresh bread.
Light meat
warm
and
from
dark.
the oven.
Fresh from the... Yes, they're my carpets have pride and
Ah, where is he? Where's the boy? Oh, here he is.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
A brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalimil. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Good luck, my man. Sometime later. That's a knife?
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you.
Oh.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Oh, he's smart. Oh, I like him.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Ooh.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I don't need one, but thank you. Hey, mother. Mommy milker. Goblin coin. What are these for? Can be traded for gil. Oh. I have so many things that are just for sale, to sell, and I have not sold them. Unbelievable. But yeah, throat hearty, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. A little earlier than I wanted to. Like I still have I could still go for another hour. But I'm not sure I can talk much longer. Clive is so tired from carrying all this stuff. Have mercy on him. I'm sorry. Did I save? Yeah, that's from today. That's from just now. Right, let me return here. Whoop. Someday I'll fix that. And shut down my PS5. But yeah, I don't think I'll manage to finish this game before going on break anyway, so there's no point in rushing it so much anymore. I got cold from having cold AC turned on for a whole night while I slept. Know how that feels? Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. Streamer luck, I guess. No, I mean, if they're like me, they slept with the AC on at maximum strength with no blankets for an entire night, maybe more than one night, because it was really hot. And these are the consequences. What you hear right what you hear right now are the consequences. Yeah, apparently there's a heat wave like everywhere. Yeah, I've seen. I saw like the other day I saw an article. Apparently it was like July 6th, I think, or 7 was like the hottest day on Earth, like all around, and I was like, well, damn. That's climate change, everyone. Supposed to be 35-40 here today. Let's go. Here the temperature's lowered a little, I think. Let me check the current temperature. If my phone finishes loading. But yeah, it wasn't as hot yesterday, and it's not as hot today. But the thing is also, there's been thunderstorms all over the week, so it's been so humid. So it's not only hot, it's hot and humid. And as I've said multiple times, my apartment is very bad at regulating temperature. So once it gets hot, the hot won't go away. Drink some warm tea with honey right now. I might do that. I think I don't have honey because I don't like honey actually. But I might get some tea later on. The thing is that I only drink tea to sleep, so the temp is pretty cool all year round. It is 22 Celsius right now. Oh, that's so good. That's so nice. Here, when I say it's not that cold, it's not that hot, it's 25 right now. It's 25, but a few days ago we were hitting like 30 something, like 33. And with the humidity index, it felt like almost 40. So it was nice. Yesterday actually was like something fun happened because I said, I mean, quote unquote fun. I said it wasn't so hot yesterday. So I actually, when I went to bed, I also, another reason why I'm ending soon, because I'm tired. When I went to bed, like my AC, my fan, I mean, I have a fan in my room, which probably made my throat worse. It's like right in front of my bed. And I had that thing, it had like four sets, what's the word? For strength? Yes. I know English. No, not modes. Capacity? No, you know, like in 1, it goes, it blows like softly, and then at 4 it just goes brum, and it throws like a lot of air. Speeds, I guess. Velocity, I guess, something like that. So I had it at the highest setting. You know, I had it at 4. Zoom, yeah, exactly. That's the one. I had it at 4, which is the strongest one because it was so hot. Yesterday I said it wasn't as hot as the previous days. It was still hot, but not as much. So it actually got cold having it at max setting, so I lowered it to 3. But then I woke up again, because I was cold, so I lowered it to 2. And then I woke up not long after because it was too hot, so I put it back to 3. But it was still too hot, so I put it back to 4. And I was just like, why? So I had a spotty night sleep. I woke up every few hours. So I am tired. But yeah, I'm gonna go rest my throat. Have something else to drink. Let me look. I'll upload the schedule later today or on Monday. But there won't be much. I will only stream on the weekend, so the 15 and 16. And I will do Final Fantasy and Straight Lights. One on each day. And those will be my last streams. Before I disappear into the void for like a month and a half. So yeah, next weekend, the last weekend. And then you all take your meds and I disappear. Why JRPGs are so addictive, I wonder. I had this thing with JRPGs though, that if they're too grindy, I get tired of them. But they're like, you know, that you don't need to grind as much. I'll just be there forever. Fuck, fucking dice, let's go. But yeah, I'm gonna move. And then I'll be back. I'll be back. New house, new computer desk, new model, new everything. New house, new me, literally. I'm gonna buy a standing desk. We already saw it with my sister, and it's like it's expensive, but it's like, you know, it's gamer, and we're like, you know what, I want it. Could I get a cheaper one that does pretty much the same? Yes, but it wouldn't look as cool. You know, and like the cool factor is always something very important to consider in life. Don't forget to write letters to us. You guys will still be able to see me on Twitter and Discord. I won't be completely offline, I just won't be able to stream. Fashion hunting is endgame, exactly. But it's gonna be a standing desk, so I'm very excited for it, so I won't have to be sitting for so long. Honestly, it would probably be for my sister, because she's the one that I spend most time on the actual computer. Me, I usually spend like 5 to 6 hours max. But I mean, it's still good to have a standing desk for those amount of times, I guess. But it will be good for those days that I do, for any days that I'm able to do like 10-hour streams. It will be good to have a standing desk. But yeah, it's a standing desk, and it has like a CPU holder, and it comes with like monitor arms and a thingy to hide your cables. Discord, yeah, we have a Discord, the 4 Pixels Discord that I share with my friend Coco, who also streams. Gamer chair, I have a gamer chair. I mean, quote unquote gamer chair. It's like a mix. It's like an office chair, but they made it look like a gamer chair, you know. So it's like black with like red lines and stuff, but it's very much just an office chair. So, you know, that's all you need, a good office chair. Gamer chairs are lies. Unless you get one of the super expensive ones, I think. That are actually good for your back. But yeah, so yeah, next weekend. I have the link in my description and like everywhere. And if you go to my Twitter, I have a link tree link on my bio on my Twitter. Wait, not on my bio. I have it pinned on with my schedule, I think. And on the link tree, you can find the Discord, but I'm pretty sure I have the link down here. And I do have the link to the link tree in the description too. And if you go to the link tree, you'll find a link to the Discord. Check the link tree link exactly. Office chairs are superior. They are. They truly are. So yeah, all now I need now is I have the chair. All I need is a proper desk because I'm on a. I took the measurements the other day. And it is 1 meter long. And it's not too wide either. It's like the width of a regular you know, the big mouse pads, the ones that are supposed to cover like all your table. I mean, not all your table, but like the big ones. It's like the width of one of those, and then it's like 1 meter long to the sides. For 99 subs, let's go! Drunk celebration stream at 500, nah. Also, I probably won't be around for the 500. But yeah, I can't really drink on my weekend streams since I need to drive right after. Unless I drink something like very light, like a single beer. But I don't drink that much beer. Not on its own, at least. If I'm eating with something, then yeah, but I don't drink it on its own most of the time. But yeah, anyway, I'm keep here. I ended the game to say that I will go rest my throat, and here I am talking to everyone. So more karaoke when I get back, probably. But yeah, for now, next week will be straight lights and most likely Final Fantasy 16, unless I decide to do something else for the last day of streaming. It will also depend on how my throat is from here to next Sunday. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the sneezes and the cough. And I'll see you all guys next time. So bye bye.